Hello, my name is Andrew Cunningham and I'd like to talk about hypnotherapy with you. You've probably got a lot of questions about hypnotherapy. It definitely seems a kind of strange thing, particularly as we see it on the telly with stage hypnotism, etc. But just to clarify really what hypnosis is and what hypnosis isn't. Hypnosis is about using the imagination. It is often to do with relaxation. It's much closer to a daydream than this idea of being asleep. You're not really asleep, we're not unconscious. People who go into a deep hypnotic state are still aware, they're still thinking. It's also important to realise that the hypnotist doesn't control the client. It looks like it does, especially on those stage shows, but not really. It's much more to do with suggestion. So the hypnotist or the hypnotherapist might suggest the idea of sleep or relaxation or heaviness or daydreaminess, and the client takes on that suggestion and goes into that state. So the hypnotist doesn't control you. We don't have any sort of secret special magic powers. They just don't exist. Other thing to work out is that there's probably lots of different things on offer. You might see NLP, you might see EFT, you might see CBT, or even TFT. So there's lots of these different therapies available, and it might seem very confusing of what's the difference and which one's best for me. In my view, really, there's a lot of similarity between them, because really it's a lot about suggestion. So it's about changing the way you think about yourself, changing your view of the world, getting new thoughts, new feelings, and really that's what's happening in these therapies. It's just encouraging the client to change certain aspects of their thinking. So often it boils down to pretty much the same thing. And for you as a client, the best thing is obviously to look around, see what kind of therapist you like, you ask them questions, try and find out a bit more about themselves, and basically get to know the therapist a little bit before you dive in, because there's lots of different personalities, lots of different sort of styles of therapy, but in my view it still boils down to the same thing. You want to change, and you go to the sessions to really use your imagination, your thoughts, to get some new thinking. So all the best on your travels through therapy. And if you've got any questions about me or hypnotherapy or what I do, by all means let me know.